Hello students, today in this video I am going to discuss about mole fraction, how this mole fraction is related to molality, moles and so on. So first of all we have to make it clear what is mole fraction. Suppose we have a solution having the solvent A and solute B. Then the number of moles of solvent A is denoted by Na, whereas the number of moles of solute B will be denoted by Nb. Here mole fraction is denoted by a symbol called as chi. So mole fraction of A and that chi representing the mole fraction of B. So the mole fraction of A is equal to number of moles of A divided by number of moles of solution. Means what is the number of moles of A? It is denoted by A, whereas the number of moles of solution will be the sum of number of moles of solvent plus number of moles of solute. This is your total number of moles of the solution. Similarly, chi B will be equal to NB divided by the total number of moles of the solution. You have to remember one thing, that the sum of all the mole fractions is always equal to 1. What does this mean? This means chi A plus chi B is equal to 1. If more than one solute is present over there, then XA plus B. If more than one solute is present, then chi A plus chi B plus chi C is equal to 1. So we can say, or you can say that it may be the numerous, that always the sum of mole fraction will be equal to 1. If we have calculated the mole fraction of A, then the mole fraction of B can directly be calculated by subtracting from 1. Then if we are knowing the XA, then the mole fraction of XB will be equal to 1 minus the mole fraction of A. Now, so keeping in mind these concepts, now we are doing some few problems. A solution contains 2.5 mole of ethanol and 7.5 moles of water. Calculate the mole fraction of each component of the solution. So we can calculate the mole fraction of ethanol, C2H5OH, which is equal to the number of moles of ethanol divided by the total number of moles. Suppose the number of moles of ethanol is denoted by 1 and the number of moles of water is denoted by N2, then the mole fraction of C2H5OH will be equal to N1 upon N1 plus N2, which is equal to, what is N1? N1 is given as 2.5 moles divided by the total, that is 2.5 plus 7.5. That will give you 2.5 divided by 10, or simply the 0.25. Now, what will be the mole fraction of water? It can be calculated by simply considering our expression, that is the mole fraction of all the components is equal to 1. So, the mole fraction of water will be equal to 1 minus the mole fraction of C2H5OH, which is equal to 1 minus 0.25, that is equal to 0.75. A very simple problem. See the next one. Question. The percent composition of mass of a solution is 20% urea, 40% glucose and 40% water. Calculate the mole fraction of each component of the solution. So first of all, we have to calculate the molar mass for urea. The molar mass for urea is, the formula for urea goes as NH2CO NH2. If you calculate the molar mass for using, it becomes NH2 whole twice CO. So 2 times 14 plus 2 plus 12 plus 16. So it is equal, so this comes out to be 60 grams per mole. Now molar mass for glucose, the formula for glucose is C6H12O6. So when we solve it down, 6 into 12 plus 12 into 1 plus 6 into 16, when we solve it, we get the 180 grams per mole. Molar mass for water is known, that is equal to the 18 grams. Now, first we individually calculate the number of moles. Number of moles for urea is equal to, the given mass of urea is 20. So, 20 divided by 60 will give you as 0.33. Similarly, number of moles for glucose, the percent of glucose is 40 divided by 180, which is equal to, when we solve it down, 0.22. Number of moles for water, the percent of water is 40 divided by 18, that comes out to be 2.2. So individually we can calculate the number of moles. Now calculate the mole fraction of each component. So the mole fraction for urea will be equal to number of moles for urea plus the total number of moles, which is equal to 2.75 is your total number of moles. So can we write down it total number of moles? Yes, directly we can write down. So number of moles for urea is 0.33 divided by 2.75. When we solve it, we will get as 0.12. Similarly, the mole fraction for glucose will be number of moles for glucose divided by the total number of moles, and the number of moles for glucose is 0.22 divided by 2.75. When you got it, you will get it 0.08. Now since we know that the sum of all the mole fractions is equal to 1, so need not to calculate for water, it can simply be calculated by subtracting from 1. So mole fraction for water will be equal to 1 minus the mole fraction for urea plus mole fraction of glucose, which is equal to 1 minus 0.12 plus 0.08. When you solve it down, it comes out to be 0.08. So simply by this method we can calculate the mole fraction. See the relationship between molality, moles and mole fraction. Now the goes as weight of the solute divided by the molar mass of the solute multiply by the weight of the solvent in kg. If you don't have to take it in kg, just multiply it by 1000. Then it becomes as M2 into W1. Now, if suppose we are multiplying it by M1 in denominator as well as at the numerator part, then it becomes as N2 over N1 into M1 into 1000. Why it becomes like this? Since W2 upon M2 is the number of moles of the solute, whereas W1 upon M1 is the number of moles of the solvent. Now this is your relationship between the molality and the number of moles. Number of moles, if you see, is also equal to the mole fraction of the solute divided by the mole fraction of the solvent into M1 to 1000. This is the next relationship. Why it comes like this? Since you just see mole fraction of x2 upon mole fraction of x1 is equal to N2 upon N1 plus N2 divided by N1 upon N1 plus N2. When you solve it out, it becomes N2 by N1. So just by substituting N2 by N1, we get this relationship between the molality, mole fraction, molality and number of moles. Always remember that in case of two liquid solutions, the liquid which has more amount of moles or mole fraction is taken as to be as solvent, whereas the other liquid having the less amount of moles or mole fraction will be treated as the solute. Always remember this one. Now, keeping these formulas and this trick in mind, we are going to solve the problem. A solution is prepared by mixing ethanol and water. The mole fraction of ethanol in the mixture is 0.9. From this part, we can just say that molar mass for water is 18 grams, whereas the molar mass for ethanol C2H5OH, when you solve it down, it comes out to be 46 grams per mole. Similarly over here. Now, in the question, it is given the mole fraction for ethanol is 0.9. So when this mole fraction is given, we can calculate the mole fraction for water, which is equal to 1 minus 0.9 comes out to be 0.1. So according to this, our C2H5 will be treated as solvent, whereas the mole fraction for water is 0.1, so it is treated as solute. तो जो ज़्यादा है वो हमारा सॉल्वेंट है, जो कम है वो सल्यूट है. अब आपसे पूछा जा रहा है व्हाट इज द मोलैलिटी ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन. सो द मोलैलिटी इज इक्वल टू मोल फ्रैक्शन x2 upon x1 multiplied by 1000 into molar mass of the solvent. So x2 is the mole fraction 0.1 divided by x1 is your 0.9. क्यों लिखा बेटा? क्योंकि x2 जो है वो वाटर है, कम है, तो उसके मोल फ्रैक्शन कितना है 0.1 और मोल फ्रैक्शन इथेनॉल का कितना है 0.9, तो वो लिख दिया. मल्टीप्लाई बाय 1000 डिवाइडेड बाय द मोलर मास ऑफ द solvent. Here solvent is C2H5OH whose molar mass is 46. When you solve it down, you will get as 2.415 molality. Now see the B part. B part. In B part, water is added to the above solution such that the mole fraction of water in the solution becomes 0.9. Now, the mole fraction for water is 0.9. So, the mole fraction for ethanol will now become as 1 minus 0.9, 0.1. This means in this case, water is becoming as solvent, whereas C2H5OH is becoming as solute. So, what is the molality of this solution? Molality is equal to X2 by x1 multiplied by 1000 into m1. Now x2 is your 0.1 कम वाला होगा, x1 0.9 multiply by 1000 multiply by m1. Now m1 is your molar mass for solvent, which is water in this case. When you solve it down, it comes out to be 6.17 molar. So you always keep in mind the note I have already told you. Understand what is percent concentrations. Now percent concentration means anything which we are representing in terms of the percent. So how we can represent it? The first one is called as mass percent, or you can say weight percent. It is generally denoted by W by W percentage. defined as the mass of solute dissolved in 100 gram or 100 kg of solution. What does this means? If we are taking in percentage means कि अब हमें उसको किससे कंपेयर करना है, 100 ग्राम से या फिर 100 kg से. अगर हम बहुत आसान सी लैंग्वेज में बोलते हैं तो सपोज करो अगर हमने बोला कि किसी सोल्यूशन में 48% H2SO4 है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि उसमें 48 ग्राम्स H2SO4 डिजॉल्व है 100 ग्राम्स ऑफ सोल्यूशन के अंदर. तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि जो मास परसेंट होता है वो सिंपल क्या होता है, मास ऑफ सोल्यूट डिवाइडेड बाय mass of solution multiply by 100. This will give you the mass percent. This mass percent, I have already told in my previous videos, is related to molarity. How it is related to molarity? The formula for molarity becomes, when we are using the mass percent and density, then the molarity formula becomes percent of mass multiply by 10 multiply by density of the solution divided by the molar mass of solute. So this is the formula when the percent mass is given to you in the question. Second way of representing anything into the percent is your volume percent. Volume percent means V by V percent. Now you can understood just by seeing it, that is anything dissolved in 100 ml of the solution. That is, it is defined as the volume of solute dissolved in 100 milliliter or 100 liter of solution. So volume percent will be your volume of solute divided by volume of solution multiply by 100. Similarly, the third part goes as mass by volume percent, which means M by V, or mass is always represented in weight, volume is represented in V. So it is defined as the mass or weight or solute dissolved in 100 milliliter or 100 liter of solution. मतलब it is defined as the mass or weight of solute dissolved in 100 milliliter or 100 ml of solution. So it is generally represented, you can say that mass by volume percent is equal to mass of solute divided by volume of solution multiply by 100. This will give you the mass by volume percent. The next comes as volume by mass परसेंट. अब यहाँ पे क्या हो गया बेटा, जो सल्यूट है वो तो हमारा वॉल्यूम में है, लीटर्स में है, मिलीलीटर्स में है, और जो हमारा सोल्यूशन है उसका हमारे पास मास है, तो ये हमारा बन जाता है बाय वेट परसेंट. सो नाउ it is defined as the volume of solute dissolved in 100 grams or 100 kilograms of solution. So you can say that volume by mass percent will be equal to volume of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. So these are the terms by which we can represent the different compositions in different ways. Is your parts per million. What is parts per million? ppm. So it is defined as the mass of solute dissolved in 1 millionth part of the mass solution. It is denoted by ppm. So ppm is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution multiply by 10 to the power 6. This will give you the ppm. Now we will do a few problems to this. 20 milligram of potassium ions are present in 1 liter of aqueous solution. Density of the solution is 0.8 grams per ml. What is the concentration of K plus ions in parts per million? You can simply see mass of K plus ions is equal to 20 milligram. It is given in the question. Or you can say 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 grams. Now, mass of solution will be equal to volume into density. Why we are multiplying it? Because since the density is given to you, the density of the solution is given. So, density is 0.8. And what is the volume? It is 1000. So, when we multiply it, you will get 800. 800 grams is the mass of the solution. So, ppm is equal to mass of solute, which is 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by mass of solution 800 multiply by 10 to the power 6. Solve it, you will get 25 parts per million. See the next one. See one more question. Calculate the molarity and molality of 16% aqueous methanol solution by volume. Density of solution is given as 0.9 grams per ml. Now, since here it is the 16% aqueous methanol. When it is given like this, solution by volume, this means here 16 ml of methanol is dissolved in 100 ml ऑफ सोल्यूशन. ये हमने कैसे पता लगाया? यहाँ पे हमें क्लियरली गिवन है कि ये सोल्यूशन जो है बाय वॉल्यूम है. तो जब वो वॉल्यूम है तो 16 ml जो है वो डिसॉल्व होगा 100 ml ऑफ सोल्यूशन में. तो अब अगर हमें निकालना है, क्योंकि हमें मोलालिटी निकालनी है, तो हमारे पास जो है वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्वेंट भी लेना होगा हमें. तो वॉल्यूम एंड मास ऑफ वाटर, ये हमने क्यों लिखा? क्योंकि यहाँ पे 100 ml है. 100 ml में से हम 16 को माइनस करेंगे तो हमारा जो आंसर आएगा वो आएगा हमारे पास ml. किसका ml? सॉल्वेंट का. ये हमारे पास वॉल्यूम है. बट वी ऑल नो दैट द डेंसिटी, सिंस द डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर इज 1 grams per ml, तो ये जो हमारा मास हो जाएगा, मास ऑफ H2O, दैट इज आवर सॉल्वेंट, विल बी 84 grams. नाउ मास ऑफ सोल्यूशन, मास ऑफ सोल्यूशन कैसे निकालोगे? वॉल्यूम इनटू डेंसिटी. सोल्यूशन का वॉल्यूम कितना है? 100 ml है. डेंसिटी कितनी है? 0.9. तो ये हमारे पास आ जाएगा बेटा 90 ग्राम्स. ये जो चीजें हैं अब हम इसको किस में यूज करने जा रहे हैं? टू कैलकुलेट द मोलैरिटी एंड मोलैलिटी. हियर वन थिंग ऑल्सो, मोलर मास of CH3OH calculate करोगे, that comes out to be your 32 grams. Now, for calculating molarity, we use the formula weight of the solute divided by the molar mass of solute multiplied by 1000 into volume in ml. By these two part, 84 grams and this one. So we can calculate the mass of solute, which is equal to mass of solution minus mass of solvent. What is the mass of solution? It is the 90 grams. Minus mass of solvent is your 84 grams. So it comes out to be 6 grams. So now substitute this value in this formula. 6 divided by the molar mass of ethanol, which is your 32 grams. Multiply by volume in liter of the ml in solution, that is your 100, multiply by 1000. When we solve it down, it comes out to be 1.875 molar. Now come to the next part for calculating the molality. So molality is equal to mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute multiply by mass of solvent in kg. So mass of solute is your 6 divided by molar mass of solute is 32 multiply by the mass of solvent in kg. Mass of solvent in kg means 84 grams, or you can just multiply by 1000 at the upper one and here 84. When we solve it, you will get 0.232 molar solution. That will be discussed in the upcoming videos. Stay tuned. Subscribe my channel. Thank you.